Nice.
Wait, just not there yet. I'll tell you when to do it.
Well, hello and welcome to my stream. My name is H-Beck. I'm here live once again with none other than Will. Oh, as I break down most of the set in this most epic of turns. So that's a turnaround they just talk about.
We just
turn around on you guys. Just turn on. Just turn on you guys. That's how we roll. Welcome back here, Reflex GT. It's time for more gamings. It's mythiX versus Lowland Lions. And you know what? I think this is going to be an interesting match. We just saw mythiX as well. 3-0 versus Zen.
Mm-hmm.
Complete wipeout.
Yeah, playing so strong, but what we've got to weigh up is the fact that Lowland Lions are actually seeded first in this tournament. They are technically the favourites to win based on the seeding points. So, yes, this is going to be a brilliant matchup because mythiX, like you say, have been playing so strong at the moment. I think they've 3-0'd all the games that they've played so far, apart from where they had to forfeit that one map due to being late. But of the maps they've played, they've won.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, we got ourselves, on the other hand, we got Lowland Lions, which is definitely not a team to underestimate. We got ourselves Battle King, we got Knifer, we got Strict, and let's see what else do we have. And, of course, DNA. So that's like the players right there. I believe Knifer is one of the few players that has been to every single Reflex GT since Reflex 1. Now, I've been to every single Reflex GT since number 2. Mm-hmm. So he's actually been at more Reflex GTs than I have been, which is kind of interesting. As I just got given a information thing here. We're going to be starting off on Search and Destroy on Carbon.
Really?
No, actually, let's see, am I? So what maps? Oh, there's another bit here.
Okay. Well, while you are having a look at that, Lowland Lions actually placed 4th at the previous Reflex tournament. They went into the losers bracket quite early, but actually fought right through it, playing loads of matches and just storming through everyone.
We're going to be starting off on CTF on Lockdown, as I just said. Which is definitely going to be interesting because Lockdown is very close quarters, except for like the middle area, which is interesting when in CTF situation. Then there's S&D on C-Town, which is a little bit Then CTF Arcaden, followed by Search and Destroy on Carbon, and finally, to wrap things up, CTF on Bootleg.
And I've got a feeling we're going to be seeing all 5 of these games played. I've got a feeling this is going to be a really close game. Lowland Lions do practice a bit. They are on form. They have been a team a while now, this particular lineup, since it was changed when they didn't have such a good placement at one of the Reflexes. They changed the lineup, placed 4th, and they've worked together. They've got good chemistry now. And they're against a Mythic squad that's fairly new with each other. Obviously, Carnage and Agony have played before, but with Prodigy and Diablo joining the squad now, they might not have the chemistry that Lowland Lions have.
Absolutely. Let's go into this game and see how this is going to pan out, especially considering, like I said, already a Lockdown CTF is going to be the kickoff right here, followed by Search and Destroy. Now, we saw... I'm personally really interested in what Agony is going to be like here on CTF, especially if you consider how CTF was on S&D on Bootleg before, which is absolutely great. And I'm just really interested how this is going to go, especially when you have players like Battle King and Knifer and, of course, Strict and DNA, like how they're going to be performing versus this new setup.
Yeah. I really couldn't call this. It genuinely could go either way, but I'm expecting a very close series here. It's not going to be a walkover at all on any of the maps. And I mean, if I had to go for one, I'm actually thinking Lowland Lions could take it. They are the higher seed, and I believe they've got this team chemistry thing going, and they're all individually strong players. So I'm edging slightly towards Lowland Lions.
I would actually say that probably the weakest link in Lowland Lions would maybe be DNA. I think of those 4. They're all pretty much on par.
Yeah, it would be hard to say. It's hard to single any one of them out, to be honest. They're all such strong players. I'm not sure what they're actually waiting for in getting this match started, but Lockdown capture the flag. Of course, there's going to be that intense gunfight situation on that middle corridor bit, such a long, narrow corridor that they're just going to be meeting each other.
With the 2 blocks in the middle to get the defense going on. We've seen a lot of people just sitting behind them as well, waiting for the flag runners to come by, shoot them in the back. And then that sort of thing to combine. As we are loading, let's go and take it into the game. And apparently the blind eye perk keeps you safe from air support and sentries.
I'll bear that in
mind. And knowing is half the battle.
I'll bear that in mind for future events.
What's that reference from? Knowing is half the battle?
Jurassic Park.
No, thank you very much. It's G.I. Joe, my friend.
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
You've lost me.
And knowing is half the battle. I like G.I. Joe. Let's take it away.
We're going to start off on mythiX. We're going to see what they can do. And as we were saying before, Agony just pushing straight through that middle corridor. Well read, though, by Strict, predicting that. 4 down against mythiX already. Wow, they're in a spot of trouble so early on in this game. And now they're going to actually get pinned in on spawn. Lines have got the setups correctly.
I'm really curious about who managed to pick up most of that. Both Strict and Knife are quickly picking 2 back up, and Battle King will rip this flag out of the ground from the mythiX area. And look at this, Prodigy getting ripped to shreds by DNA, finally going down, and the flag getting captured in under 25 seconds.
Yeah, well, I think it hit 425, flag went in. That is probably one of the quickest flag captures that I've seen on this map. Especially at a LAN tournament. So I think, mythiX are a little bit sloppy there, but Lowland Lions played brilliantly to actually do that. And they could start relaxing a little bit if we were later on in the game, but we have just started, so I don't expect them to start defending too much.
Absolutely, especially considering that opener. That's really going to stumble mythiX back a little bit and maybe go back to the drawing boards and say to themselves, oof, that may actually be a little bit more difficult than we expected it to be. Now, this is not the mythiX that won at Reflex GT3. This is completely brand new mythiX. That old mythiX, they have been spread out, they've been dissolved, and some of them have gone to Apex.
Well, yeah, Gatarga's now in Apex. Lowen's actually playing for Team Foreign. So, they have split up, like you're saying, but it's still, the members do remain. Carnage is an absolutely brilliant player in the French lineup. He used to play under Reckless and moved over to
yes, Reckless. Winners. Did he actually, was he part of Reckless at Reflex GT2?
I wouldn't actually be sure. I think that's a bit before my time, Spec.
So you were still young?
Yeah.
And even more innocent than you are now?
I probably wasn't even on GB back then.
Back when he did not know what Jaeger bombs were. And as soon as he found out, he decided to order 5 glasses of Jaeger without the actual Red Bull. That's
how I roll.
Yeah, that's how you roll indeed. Let's go and see what they can pull out of the iHat. In the meantime, as we were messing around, it's 1-1. mythiX all of a sudden managed to pull it back into high gear. Diablo top fragging 6-2 compared to Prodigy, who was 2-3. He's been flag running for most of the time, I guess.
I think we just missed that. Knife actually picked up a 3-piece, leaving Prodigy all on his own, and Prodigy isn't in the best of positions to either attack or defend. He's right on this left-hand side. Oh, misshooting by Strict is going to mean that he not only kills his teammate, but Carnage then takes him out, which means 2 down for Lowland Lions, and Knife are now having to do some work defending. But yeah, Knife have got a really nice 3-piece there. I think we just missed it on the stream, but doing some... was that a Semtex to the face?
I think it
was. And here we go now. mythiX taking out 2. That is 3 down, 4 down, and this has got to be a flag capture now. If they just get set up correctly, they could potentially relay this. Looks like they're playing it safely. Agony, who would be the person that would usually relay, is actually sitting back a bit. They're making sure they run this in. Oh, take some damage.
Prodigy.
But Prodigy there with the 2-piece to allow this. Flag has been pulled low.
Oh, Agony should be able to pick up the flag carrier. Oh, nicely done. Flag gets returned. This should be a cap for mythiX right here, and that is the case. It is 2-1 in favor of mythiX here on the first map, first half even.
Yeah.
And it's looking very, very good, even though Lowland Lions had an absolutely spectacular opening. 4-man down in under like 10 to 20 seconds, and then we saw the first cap in 25 seconds as well. One of the fastest caps that I have seen to date. Agony, we're ready to go and chain it back up. Let's see if we can run this one home. In the meantime, Strict will get a flag of his own as well. Let's see if we can do something about this.
Oh, shut out by Battle King, who's going to return that. Lowland Lions now could equalize this after that really shaky start from mythiX. They've actually got back into this game. They were 1-0 down very early on, taking the lead at 2-1, and they just need to prevent this flag capture so that they can go into round number 2, 1 flag up. Oh, and it's close to that return point. Agony doing some big work, but Diablo actually takes him out.
Unlucky there for that team frag. Knife a really quick counter there of his own. And the Lions are, like I already said, in a bit of a pickle. Between a rock and a hard place, Prodigy will pick up here on Battle King, who's been running flags for Lowland Lions throughout. Oh, picks him up. Another one on Knife, who pretty much has the entire flag site completely on lockdown. And this is going to be a 2-1 round for Lola for mythiX.
Yeah, there was a last-ditch attempt there from mythiX to actually get a third flag, possibly.
It is tied up now.
And yeah, it is 2-2. So, there is an opportunity though here. The flag is being run, but Strict is going to prevent that. Going to go into round number 2 even. And yeah, this is anyone's game. As I've said from the start, I knew this would be close. That, like I say, really shaky start from mythiX to begin with, but they certainly brought that back, and we're now seeing them playing on form.
On a completely different note, is one of the maps, if it's still in the rotation, is Hard Hat still in the rotation?
No, Hard Hat has been taken out.
Thank God.
You're not too keen on Hard Hat?
Nope.
Nope.
Well, I was keen on Tommy doing that turn on.
Oh yeah.
On Hard Hat,
It's
because
ridiculous
that was
turn on.
sexy in the grand final. Regardless, though, that map in its own is not all that swell.
No, I don't think it's been a fan favourite at all, and that's probably why it got removed from the match set. Yeah, so, you know, the maps have been narrowed down a little bit, as of the game types. It's getting more competitive, and it's kind of what happened on Black Ops. You know, we've got to test maps, we've got to test game types, see if they work, and it looks like we've reached the stage now where we're pretty set with these rules.
Is there any communication with MLG side of the world?
That I'm aware of. I think we're pretty much on an even keel with MLG. There's one or two very small variations, but not much at all.
So they can use perks.
Yeah.
And I can use kill streaks, and that's it.
Well,
those are the small differences.
Maybe they'll be able to do that in future, but who knows?
In the meantime, let's go back into this game. Agony on the flag is trying to run it home and trying to extend as much as can. Battle King with a quick double. Returns the flag. Nicely done.
Really good from Battle King there, getting that return, preventing the flag capture. Now he's on a push of his own alongside DNA. He's going to be supporting. This is good positioning from Battle King. Picks up an easy kill against Prodigy, 3 down against mythiX, and this has certainly got to be a flag capture unless the final mythiX player, which is Diablo, can pull off something special. Strict preventing him from doing so. Flag is being relayed now. Battle King on the run again, and Strict picking up even more kills.
All of a sudden, we're seeing a completely different face here from Lowland Lions. We saw him trying to do this in the start of the first half, completely plowing through the French team, and then all of a sudden they fell back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they are winning by 1 flag here. They actually was 4 down against them. Strict knows he's got to push up, but Carnage is on the spawns. This is really bad. Battle King getting stunned as soon as he spawns, and now the other team, mythiX, could actually start relaying their flag, so this is a total turn of events.
And there we have it. The cap comes in, both sides with a cap. It's 3-on-3 in flags right now. Battle King looking to open up himself another opportunity back at the scene of the crime with that T-piece that got him the flag back and held his team back in the game at that point, to be quite honest. Because if he had not picked up that kill at that point, then it would have looked very, very bad on the CTF side of the map.
Scores are tied. mythiX picking up so many kills here. The kill feed is so mythiX dominated, and Knifer has got a bad spawn to actually prevent the flag capture. It was all up to DNA, who picks up the 2-piece and gets the return. That is huge play from DNA. Prodigy, the last alive for mythiX now on the defense, manages to take out DNA. Strict is pushing through this middle corridor. I imagine the mythiX squad will have all spawned up now, and we are back on an even playing field.
At this point in time, I would not count out a stopwatch situation coming up in the very near future. That would be exciting. 2 minutes to go here. Prodigy holding the ground. Lowland Lions, Diablo picking up the third one. This could open up possibilities for mythiX right here. DNA with a counter. Not going to get himself to turn on there on towards Agony. And that's going to leave Battle King all by himself, waiting for the respawn to go. Takes Agony down and returning the flag back home. And it's all back toward the drawing board for both sides.
Yeah, that was looking really bad for Lowland Lions for a second. It went 3 down. DNA was the last alive. He just managed to hold on long enough for his teammates to spawn so that they could defend that flag. 1-1 in round number 2 with only 1 minute 30 left, and Knifer is on a push with the AR. 3 down again, and this is going to be a really good opportunity to capture. It just keeps happening this. We keep seeing 3 or 4 down on either side. And maybe that's something either we should be praising their attacking skills or questioning the defensive ones.
I'm under the impression that that could have been quite good indeed. Battle King will get himself one, Strict to follow up, and that right there is going to be the cap for Lowland Lions 2-1, putting themselves in the lead with how much time on the clock?
Yep. 4-3 now on flags. 2 down once again against mythiX. They're looking to close this out. A little bit of misfire from Battle King. He does eventually fall, but the flag is still in the hands of Lowland Lions.
I think Strict is going to be able to pick this one up. If he gets out of this corridor, he'll be, as he says.
Yeah. Stun just preventing that. Stun's so useful for capture the flag, just slowing the flag pools down. But it may not matter. We need to see Lowland Lions go all out defense, and that looks like what they are doing. There's only one mythiX player left alive, and he's going to have to pull his flag and return it home because there's only 25 seconds left.
25 seconds on the clock remaining currently so far. We have Battle King and Strict both leading the fray, 21 and 21, with both 19 deaths on the board.
Here we go, watching Knifer now, 12 seconds left, he's going to push up. There's no need to defend anymore because that flag cannot be run home with this much time left. It's going to be a 4-3 victory for LLL on CTF lockdown, and they're going to go 1-0 up in this series.
1-0 up it's going to be in this series, winning here on lockdown on the CTF side of things. Let's move over to Search and Destroy, which is going to be on Arcade. What do you have there?
I've got Seatown.
Seatown it is.
We've got Arcade and CTF to follow that, though. But yeah, as expected, that was a really close game. These are two of the top teams in this tournament. mythiX playing exceptionally well throughout. Lowland Lions seeded the highest, so expected to do well. And that really could have gone either way. There were some big plays from both sides. It really just could have gone either way, that game.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm really looking forward to what's a Search and Destroy, to be quite honest.
Yeah.
Especially if you consider how Battle King managed to perform together there with Strict, knowing where to go at what time, and really performing very well for his team. Astounding play.
I'm just bringing up the scoreboard to see, so all of you guys can see how they were doing on the kills and deaths. It is fairly evenly spread throughout. And like I say, there was just so much clutch play. Every time a flag was pulled, it seemed like 3 or 4 were down, but it just kept switching back and two between mythiX and LLL. It was just an ongoing, aggressive battle throughout, and with 7 flag captures, it certainly proves the point that both teams were playing extremely aggressively then.
Oh, it could be worse. It could be 19 flag captures.
Well, yeah, it could have been 19.
It could be 19 flag captures. Yep. we probably shouldn't mention anybody. Let's go on towards map number 2, Search and Destroy on Seatown. It is crunch time for mythiX. If they manage to lose this one, then Lowland Lions will put themselves in towards match point with 2 maps to their name. It's not that time just yet, but let's see how mythiX will perform here, and I hope for them that it's going to be good. However, I want to keep my eye on Strict and Battle King. Yeah,
we'll jump on board with Lowland Lions first, see exactly what they're going to do, and it's going to be the other side.
On the SAS.
Here we go. So we'll watch Battle King from the word go. He's going to be using that SMG UMP, so we're probably going to see a big, strong push from him. I imagine straight through the middle, maybe. He's going to choose the ladders.
Together with DNA.
And he's got to be careful here not to clump up too much. They've obviously got some sort of strategy locked down here, making this big push. Very aggressive play for the extended time length Search and Destroy. We usually see the attacking teams play it a little bit slower, so hoping to take mythiX by surprise a little bit here.
We'll have to see an overlooking market. Sees one behind the wall, nothing to connect there. Bomb side is right around the corner. Are they going to go for A or are they going to go for full-on B push? Right now, at this point in time, it looks like it's going to be A in combination with frags, but I have not seen any mythiX players whatsoever. Finally getting a tag up.
In the bushes. That is a dirty position. Who will get the kill here? Oh! Battle King manages to get Prodigy. Prodigy should not be missing that kill in a position like that.
He had him completely with his pants down, does not manage to pick up that kill, does not pass go, does not win the round.
Yeah, credit really does need to be given for Battle King for picking that up, and he's going for the turn on here. Oh, almost gets against Diablo, but the Magnum was ready there to finish Battle King off.
Knifer trying to get him on towards Diablo. We'll pick that off as well. Right now, we are looking at a 1v1. Knifer versus Carnage here on the board. Now, the pressure is definitely on towards Carnage because mythiX needs to win this map in order to keep themselves in the game. Now, obviously, if they lose this map, it will be 2-0, but then the pressure is on in map 3. They've already lost themselves a single CTF, so if they can pick up this S&D, they should be good. 57 seconds remaining, and Knifer does have himself a pick up.
That was a really tense moment there. I wasn't sure what Knifer was going to do. It looked for a moment like he was hitting the deck, and he wouldn't have been able to make that kill.
For a second there, I thought he was going to get blasted in his head by Carnage as well.
Yeah, he did have the advantage, though, the position he was at. Most of his body was covered. It would have been a really difficult kill for Carnage to make against someone of Knifer's caliber. We're going to stick on board now with Lowland Lions on the defensive round and see what they can do.
Let's take a look at what Strict has been up to so far. There he is.
The ex-Farico player now pushing down the right-hand side.
They're all ex-Farico players.
Well, yeah. And he's going to be just pre-aiming here. So this was a spot that we saw mythiX occupying the previous round. So maybe they're expecting... Yes, the R grenade comes in and connects. Strict is in a spot of trouble here.
Bit of the sponging there. Oh, does not manage to go past that one. Diablo will pick that one up, but Lowland Lions on the back foot. And that's Carnage picking up Battle King as well.
Just bringing up the scoreboard now. You can see Knifer 1 versus 4. Everything
Fast
was against him. Yeah, really quick round. Strong play from mythiX that time, bringing the score in line 1-1. And we're going to switch over now and get a view from the other team's perspective, see what mythiX can do here. I mean, do you think there's been any mythiX player that's been playing outstanding throughout this tournament? We've seen quite a few games so far.
I would say Diablo.
Yeah, I mean, the Search and Destroy certainly is 4-1. He's going big for his team at the moment, so we'll see what Diablo is doing right, see if he can maintain this form, and probably offer him the commentator's curse, as we like to call it.
Oh, we've actually also seen occurrences of the commentator's blessing as well.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's the first one. As the curse once again strikes, as it always does. And there will Prodigy setting himself up with, again, this spot. This spot.
And I don't know if this is really a good idea, but I mean, maybe Lowland Lions will think surely he wouldn't sit in that same spot once again. He's actually moved out a little bit. Just checking his surroundings, seeing if he can just pick anyone off. Doesn't look like any of the Lowland Lions players are going to be pushing that way. And he's just going to chuck a grenade up there, see if anything can connect. So he's a very defensive player, evidently, Prodigy, particularly on these search and destroy rounds. But someone does need to be watching this right-hand side. It prevents them from flanking you, from getting behind you. And he's playing an important role, albeit a slightly defensive one.
At this point in time, he could probably decide to push up a little bit.
What we will actually do is cut to someone who is having a little bit of action in Agony, managing to get on top of these crates after picking up that kill against Strict in a really good position. Carnage taking out Knifer now, which means it is all... Oh, no, it's all over. DNA couldn't do it, which means 2-1 to mythiX.
2-1 it is, even though Lowland Lions had themselves a good start already, picking up the first map quite quickly. It's a bit of a shame.
There we go, DNA falls. He was under pressure. He was trying to go for a turn on, but he got prone blocked by that wall. It was never looking good for him, though, and you can't really hold that against him. We'll stay on board with mythiX for another round here and see what they can do on the attack and see if their tactics vary from Lowland Lions.
Let's see what Agony is doing. Bomb being rushed out, and here we go on Agony. Needs to see if he can clear out the first area there. No connection on that flash.
Interesting seeing Agony choosing the AR, and I only expect him to be using this type of gun in the Search and Destroy game mode because, I mean, strategies do vary a lot, not just in the routes that you're going to push, but also the weapon choices.
I like that.
Yeah. Battle King just throwing himself up on that wall right into Agony's line of fire. So it looks like mythiX may be taking this next round as we see them 4 versus 2.
4 versus 2 lineup right now. mythiX in control. And that could be a good nade right there. Unlucky. mythiX actually... good one on that one.
Yeah, looking really strong on the Search and Destroy and looking to even the overall best-of-5 series to 1-1, getting themselves back into this game. They've got one more round to do it. Lowland Lions need to win 3 Search and Destroy rounds back-to-back. We'll switch over to Lowland Lions and see if they can achieve what is extremely unlikely against such a strong French squad.
Even though, in all honesty, on the first half, on the CTF side of things, went all the way down to the wire, and now I'm looking at it like this: 1 to 3 in maps, in rounds in total here on Search and Destroy. I'm really curious on how the next one is going to go as well.
Watching Knife.
I think this is going to go to a four mapper.
Well, yeah, I was saying. I mean, I think this is going to go right down to the wire. Both these teams so evenly match. I mean, mythiX really showing themselves on this Search and Destroy as a really strong Search and Destroy team, so maybe they'll be able to carry that forward in later on in this series when they may meet again in Search and Destroy Carbon. But here we go with Knifer as he stays top balcony, just getting a good overview of the map, not managing to spot anyone though, and all the mythiX players, bar Diablo, are still alive. Knifer sending that stun down there, and is he going to see Diablo? I believe it was either Diablo or Prodigy. Yes, he is in that same position. Knifer manages to escape those bullets. Very, very red at the moment, extremely weak. Every single time that mythiX player has gone to that same spot, and Lowland Lions must be getting wise to it.
Well, they better. Fool me once, fool me twice.
Yep.
Oh, Knifer.
Yeah, it's Prodigy who's still back there. And the bomb has gone down. It is going to be up to Battle King and Strict to pull this off against Agony and Prodigy. Oh, Battle King has spotted someone. He should be able to make this kill.
And does so.
1 versus 2 now. He's going to have to defuse as well. It might be a good time to go and check that bomb for one of the players. I'm going to switch on board with Strict, just staying in that corner, making sure he stays alive. And now it's up to him to check the bomb. Picks up the kill.
Finally, a round for Lowland Lions.
Yeah. So they've broken that bad spell, and maybe this is a bit of a boost in confidence for them. The momentum might build up, and they could be able to take this. It's not over yet. They need to win 2 rounds. mythiX only need to win 1, and that is going to determine whether this goes to 2-0 or 1-1 in the best-of-5 series.
Any bets?
Ooh, I mean, I'm edging towards mythiX a little bit here.
I'm going to go for LLL Lions myself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the overall best-of-5 series. Just based off that previous game, which was so close, you couldn't really call it between them, but mythiX have been so strong on this Search and Destroy that I can see them taking this series.
Battle King will pick up on Prodigy. Agony is there as well, so he knows where most of the mythiX teams is going to be pushing at. Knifer looking on the steps. Will he find anybody here? No peek anywhere. Chickens, though.
Distract him a little bit, maybe. Maybe he's trying to listen, hear any footsteps, something like that. And the chickens are just there clucking away, putting him off. But he's going to maintain this position anyway. He's hanging around the A-bomb site, doing some good defensive work. And let's switch over, though, to one of his teammates. I'm actually switching back because a grenade did come in.
Coming in,
yeah. So it looks like we're going to see some action from Knifer.
Nothing hit there, though. I don't think they quite realized just yet that Knifer is here. Looking to get on towards the side. He's walking back and forth. Can he pick up this kill? No, he won't, because mythiX will get themselves 2 quick back-to-back shots. No problem there. And going to pull up map number 2 on Search and Destroy in their favor on C-Town.
Yeah, so it's going to go to 1-1 the scoreline now. Knifer was being so methodic in what he was doing then, just checking back and 2 at even intervals. But eventually, Carnage managed to spot him and get the better of him with that ACR.
In all honesty, I don't think that Knifer should have picked up that kill as soon as he saw him walk past that pillar.
Yeah, I mean,
he had the better position. He was crouched. He was sitting prone right on towards the steps.
Yep.
Should have picked that up.
And credit needs to be given to Carnage for making that kill. We're going to go on to Arcade and capture the flag now. 1-1 in this series. Judging by the previous capture the flag on Lockdown, this is going to be a really close and interesting game. We're just going straight into it now with no break at all. And I want to watch Lowland Lions. I want to see what they can do, if they're going to be able to win this again after such a close one on Lockdown. Battle
King and Strict will be the ones to get the frags to clean house with a Knifer and DNA are trying to run the flags. Let's see what I think. I wouldn't be surprised if Battle King is going to go in for a supportive style. Let's see what he's going to do.
Yeah, opting to use the UMP, sticking to what he knows on that SMG roll, and he's going to be playing really aggressively now, just pushing straight through the middle. He's going to take a left turn and go top Eskies. Will there be a mythiX player waiting for him?
Yeah, there will be, and he will pick up that kill on Carnage right there. Quickly bashing down for that reload and picking up once again. And again, we're seeing Lowland Lions picking up the first 3 kills of this map, make that 4 right there. And all of a sudden, we're seeing pretty much a rehash of the first map.
Prodigy has spawned, and he's trying to get back to that bar area to defend that flag. It's not looking good for mythiX at the moment. Knifer is set up in a really good position here to prevent anyone that tries to push those top Eskies. And it is looking really good for Lowland Lions at the moment, but Agony is doing some really good defensive work around the bar.
Sometimes the bar is still open, ladies and gentlemen. And Knifer holding his ground, overlooking crash site. Yeah. Top of escalator, nobody there. Strick will pick up the first one. Let's see if they can run that flag. Knifer is in a critical position right here. He will be able to lock down most of the map, especially this side of the spawn for mythiX.
I mean, he's doing everything exactly right here. He's in one of the best positions on this map, arguably. He's got a good overview of people just running in front of him, but he's also checking behind him, making sure that they aren't running those top Eskies way, which he's going to meet someone, but because he was stunned twice, Agony does manage to pick up that kill.
It's a bit of a shame, though, that he never managed to pick up that first kill a little bit quicker, because due to that, 2 of his teammates decided to take a dirt now.
Battle King taking out Diablo. Only to be killed by Carnage. Kills exchanged. Knifer returning to that former position. He has managed to connect with that stun grenade. He's going to throw the Semtex out because he isn't in his line of fire.
Just like that.
Manages to take out Carnage. So here we go, reverting back to that old position. And Diablo, though, with a better ACR shot, it would seem. And this is really going back into, I mean, we saw that extremely strong push from Lowland Lions early on in the game as they made that move on the bar. They got 4 down. mythiX had to do work to prevent the flag pull, and he did it superbly. And now it seems like Lowland Lions are on the back foot. So again, just like Lockdown, we are seeing this back into exciting, intense game between these two teams, the French squad and the Dutchman.
Battle King looking to get himself a flag, getting stuck behind a railing, as you do. Quick hop through IKEA, apparently.
Yeah, he's going to push. He's just going to get a view of middle map, see if he can pick anyone off and support his teammates. DNA has got the elevated position there, just near top glass. And they're just hoping they can pick up a few kills before they make this push.
They have the position indeed with an absolutely sublime crossfire. And DNA drops down towards the floor, gets himself picked off, and that's going to put the Lions on a bit of the back foot, especially with the stun to follow it up. And that's going to be problematic.
There we go now, Battle King making his move, but Prodigy ready and waiting for him there. Knifer in this same position again, and you can tell they've been practicing this map and practicing it well. Knifer knows exactly where he needs to be and exactly what he needs to do when he's in that position, but Prodigy just proving too much for him to handle.
It doesn't look like it's going to be too good at all, even though DNA does pick him up back-to-back. Battle King to finish it off, and this could be the first flag pull of this matchup. As it looks right now, any connections on that nade? No, it doesn't look. Even though Strick gets himself two off the Semtex with Diablo kicking up on Battle King, and DNA has got himself the flag, and he needs to run it home now. Run, DNA, run! Oh dear, he's got extreme conditioning on him, so he will be able to run it home fairly quickly, and this should be a cap.
However, it looks like mythiX have actually pulled that flag, causing trouble for Lowland Lions. Knifer doing work though, taking out two. There's just a flag carrier to kill, and they have dropped it. Strick makes that kill against Prodigy. Oh, but it's been picked back up, and that could have been the first flag capture for Lowland Lions. Interesting stalemate position now. We see the flag carrier with one man defending him. We're going to see the two-man attack now from both teams as they try and kill the person holding the flag. And I think it's going to be a lot more difficult for Lowland Lions if mythiX have gone to that obvious position at the very back of the map on the elevated
all the way on the stairs. Yeah,
it's really hard to make the kill. So this is actually probably looking a bit better for mythiX at the moment.
Strict looking through, trying to find. They're no, they're not in the. Are they in the elevated?
Yes, they've taken that position. It's an obvious position, but you know, he would know where they are anyway. They've got a big kill sign above the head. Oh, he manages to see him, makes the kill, but Strict knows that there is another person there. He's going to be able to take out Diablo. No, he's not. That could have been huge by Strict. Watching Battle King now in the green room.
This is going to be a tie.
Yeah.
Full hold.
Because even if that flag does drop, the person that runs through the green room will just be killed instantly by Battle King. So set up really well there. We're actually going to switch over. DNA has been taken from the side though now as Battle King realised it. He's got to push back. Oh, and the flag is going to be returned.
Nope.
No. So there we go. You called it. It's a tie in round number 1. So, I mean, even though that went to a stalemate, even though no flags were captured, still a really intense, aggressive game from both sides. It slowed down a little bit towards the end, as would be expected in that stalemate position, because, of course, the flag carrier's got to stay back. There's got to be someone defending him. But incredibly close by both teams. We'll switch over now to mythiX, see if they can take this CTF after almost beating them on the first map. CTF.
Beyond awkward.
Yeah.
Beyond awkward.
Doesn't only stun himself there, but also a teammate. So not the start into round number 2 that mythiX would have hoped for. However, Carnage and Diablo managing to pick up the kills. Again, he's got to be careful pushing through here. There will likely be someone around the top glass area, and it is, surprise, surprise, Knifer. But now Agony has picked up that gun and can do exactly what Knifer was doing to him. We're going to see Agony now just watching that top escalator area, switching back and 2. Flag is captured by mythiX. That was some really good play. Kill feed totally dominated by mythiX players.
4 minutes to go. And Agony decides to shoot somebody in the foot, but it won't be enough anyway. But the problem right now is that it's 1-0 in flags in favor of mythiX, who would switch sides, and all of a sudden they are in full control. It's like they rented a car with a shifter, and they have put it into high gear.
I mean, Diablo actually picked up a big 3-piece there, which has allowed that flag pull, with some great defensive work from Knifer, allowing the return. The counter cap is now on as Strict takes out Prodigy. Kills being exchanged, flags being dropped, and return once again. Good news for mythiX as they are 1-0 up so far.
In maps right now, it is 1-2-1 with mythiX winning on S&D on C-Town and losing on CTF. What was it again? Was it bootleg?
Lockdown.
It was Lockdown, yes.
Yeah, that really good game. Probably the best one so far.
It's only the third game of today. So
to be fair, yeah,
we literally have 43 teams on site.
Yep.
In all honesty, though, I thought the Power Unlimited game was probably the best one you've seen so far.
Well, It was a very convincing win. I don't know if all of you guys watching this stream managed to catch that, but essentially, to summarise what happened, Imperial squared up against Power Unlimited TV and won Capture the Flag 19-0.
19-0.
Yep.
Yep.
Probably the biggest Capture the Flag win at a LAN event to date.
In the meantime, though, so right now mythiX winning 2-0 here on Arcaden. Looking very, very, very strong indeed. Definitely switching towards their correct side. Having full control of the map. Even though Lone Lions are trying to throw a couple rocks in it, but Diablo is saying no. Getting himself a decent two-piece, getting himself the third one on Battle King, and rocking and rolling forward.
Yeah, still pushing up, showing no fear there. Picking up a really good three-piece. Knifer left to defend. Does a good job doing it, but that is 2 down now in favour of mythiX. The flag has been pulled, and Agony has got support from his teammates. This is looking really good now for mythiX.
Agony picking up the map, and that right there is going to be a runner. Carnage on the flag. Let's see if he can run it home. And there he is. Trying. Yeah, well, he just managed to cap it. It's 3-0 in favor of mythiX.
Lowland Lions have faltered in this second round of Capture the Flag. After it being so even, this is really turning into a one-sided battle.
Especially if you consider that the first time they played CTF, which was lockdown, it was absolutely exciting back-to-back with a score being 4-3 all the way down towards the end.
Yeah.
It was exciting, it was cool, it was awesome, and now all of a sudden we are on CTF on Arcaden, and it's 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they could still potentially win this. There's 1.5 minutes. They have to get some good relay work going.
What's the average running time? It's somewhere around 17 seconds, 19 seconds?
Oh, it completely depends on the map. You're looking maybe 10 to 15, I'd say, to get it across that map. I wouldn't know exactly.
But that's continuous running, obviously.
Yeah, Lowland Lions, though, have picked up this flag, and they could at least bring this back to 3-1. It's not over yet, and it's just not looking great for them at the moment.
It's such a shame, because even though if they... previous Reflex GT, no, it wasn't previous Reflex GT, it was a Call of Duty 4 LAN, however, in the groups, caps did matter, because you need... No, it was Reflex GT, because you needed to get your caps.
Yeah.
So, because in the group stages.
Yeah, so important. Oh, flag has been dropped.
And return.
Really good play from Agony. Flag gets returned. Yep, this is going to be a mythiX victory for Capture the Flag, which is going to take the overall scoreline in the best of 5 series to 2-1 to mythiX.
Yep. Even though Lone Lions did manage to pick himself up a single one at this stage with 30 seconds to go, there's not enough time. And that right there is going to be the end of this map with Arcaden. Arcaden.
Yep, we discussed this. Das Arcaden, D Arcaden. Questionable.
Did you like my video?
I did. I saw. There was an interesting point raised there about criticising grammar.
Yes.
We probably shouldn't go into it on the stream.
If you want to know what that is about, go to the VP Brothers YouTube page and look for the vlog concerning the last Reflex GT,
Yep.
Reflex GT6. That was good fun.
I believe the thumbnail's actually your face as well. It worked because you were midway through the video. It actually defaulted to your face, so we can find you there.
YouTube knows a sexy man when it sees it. When it sees one.
That's why I'm on all the other video
Absolutely,
thumbnails.
absolutely. It's a shame that I'm not in all the other videos. Isn't it? Yeah, absolutely.
No, true.
And that will be the end of CTF and Arcade, and we're going to move on towards Search and Destroy. And what is it going to be? It's going to be Carbon. That map. The map was that the map that we invented the cloth bang in?
The cloth bang.
The cloth bang. The cloth bang. It just suddenly I saw the name and I was like, wait a minute, the cloth bang.
Cloth bang. Brilliant. Of course, we are referring to Call of Duty here. Don't get confused with anything else that it might be implied.
Well, it could be. It could be. Yeah, absolutely. The cloth bang. Let's get ready to go. It's Search and Destroy on Carbon. You are watching Chaos TV. It is time for Lowland Lions, as we said before, versus none other than mythiX. Now, I find this really difficult to call. Because, in all honesty, I would say that Lowland Lions would win this series due to the fact that they've been together for a very, very, very long time, comparable to this mythiX team.
I'm still trying to get over the fact I'm just being trolled on here.
Again,
yeah,
it's not going to end.
Lowered.
You do realize this is not going to end.
I've got another full day of this, haven't I?
Well, it's right now. It's 3 o'clock, and we're not leaving till about 9.
Nope.
So we still have half a day ahead of us, plus another day ahead of us. So yeah, and I have some stuff later on as well that I would like to point out because I found some very interesting facts about your brother.
Okay.
Yes.
Is this something we want to discuss now? You say?
No, we'll discuss it later.
We'll save these for another time.
We'll discuss this later. Okay. I have diagrams and everything.
Okay.
Yes, I was doing my research and I found something. We'll keep posted to the stream. We'll talk about it later. So if you wanna know what's going on there, it is hilarious. By the way, I would like to point that out.
I actually have no idea what he's talking about, so I'm actually pretty excited to see this as well. Anyway, into this search and destroy game, it's Battle King against Agony now. Battle King does have the bomb. Not sure what he's doing there, just waiting around a little bit. He does have time on the clock though, and he is in a good position. He's right round the back into the spawn of mythiX.
Yeah, absolutely. Score is 0-0. We're still in the first round of S&D. Like you said, Battle King versus Agony. Prodigy managed to pick up one. Battle King has actually managed to pick up a single one, as well as Agony. So 1-for-1 for both players. They both have showed themselves that they can do it. Oh! And that will put 2 kills on Agony's there.
Yeah, plant was attempted. He needed to do something sooner or later. It was a 50-50 whether he was going to choose A or B. Unfortunately, though, for Lowland Lions, he chose the bomb side that Agony was there watching. So 1-0 now will stay on board with Lowland Lions, see if they can bring this back to 1-1. If my prediction of this going to the final map is correct, then I'm expecting Lowland Lions to actually take this. If mythiX win, then they will have won this series 3-1.
Out of sheer curiosity, on the other hand as well, I wonder if there's any interest in Reflex GT achievements. Like people can get shirts with tags on there, like achievements, like a badge, like a rank. You know, there's already rankings.
Okay, yeah.
There's already Reflex GT rankings. So it's like I bottom frag achievement went outside or something like that. Fought a Frenchman, that sort of thing. But we'll have a discussion about that on the Serta, I think.
It would
like community achievements.
It would be a good idea.
Yeah.
But we should make some shirts.
Like proper just like normal shirts, like button shirts, and like you can get badges for unlocking. No, not polos, like a proper button shirt.
Okay, we're talking we're serious here.
Yeah, with chevrons and the whole shebang.
Yeah, okay.
And like if you get an achievement, you get yourself a badge. And you have to sew that up. Yeah, exactly. So it's kind of like the Boy Scouts, but with achievements for community.
I think that would go really well in the competitive community. I think this is what they need.
Because that would be hilarious. That'd be proper funny.
People would wear those shirts with pride.
Yeah, they would. They would. Bottom frag that land.
Love it.
Like you would have yourself hat trick, win 3 lands in a row.
Yeah.
It's like Riddles is about to do.
Oh, maybe.
I'm going to call it. I'm going to say it right here.
Well, we'll see.
Tommy and Riddles.
I mean, mythiX, I don't think they're going to let go down without a fight here. I mean, they've been playing so well. I'm sure they want to be in the runnings for that first place. Agony, though, setting up as they are winning 2-0 on this search and destroy. And look at that position. That's going to be almost impossible to kill. He's just waiting, hoping someone is going to poke out through that metal up there. Throwing the stun over, hoping it's going to connect. Does not. And we're just going to switch over to someone else while he's playing quite defensively. And we are going to find Carnage, who is pushing up with the ACR. He's actually found himself a little corner there. So once again, we'll switch over. And the majority of the mythic squad now set up in their positions. There's no need to push out any further. They are defending, but Prodigy at the forefront, right in the middle of everything.
Right now, 2-0 up for mythics. They are looking very, very good. If they manage to win this map, then they will place themselves in the next round of the upper bracket, knocking out Lowland Lions, the favorites of this tournament, down towards that middle bracket, where they will no doubt meet the middle bracket winners. Power Unlimited.
Power Unlimited.
Yeah, the guys that are going to dominate the middle bracket.
We've got faith in them guys.
Yes, absolutely. Especially, I really want to sign their mascot.
Is there any particular place you want to sign at A-Spec?
On the left breast.
Oh, okay.
On the left breast. I have something with left.
It's
yeah.
left, okay.
Even though I'm an ass man myself, but it doesn't really have much of an ass, does it?
We're learning a lot on this stream about you, A-Spec.
Yes, many intimate things about A-Spec on the stream. Let's get back into the game. 2-0 right now. Agony is right now looking for Knifer, actually, who is the last man standing on... never mind, as Carnage will take him down. Knifer will drop, and it's 3-0. It is match point and match point for mythics right now. Yeah,
if they win this next round, then they're going to take it 3-1 overall in this best-of-5 series. It will knock Lowland Lions into the middle bracket, and mythics currently storming that winner's bracket, playing so strong. And, you know, we've said before, a few people have doubted them due to this new lineup not being as strong as the previous ones, but they're certainly proving themselves today.
Absolutely. Mythics historically have already proven that they are definitely a capable clan or a capable organization that can pull out teams that win lands, and they've done it before at Reflex, and they may be able to do it again.
Stun going in from Agony, doesn't connect. He knows it's safe to push in there, but instead just supporting his teammate Diablo, looking through middle map and just trying to spot someone. I don't think any of the players have been identified, although Carnage and DNA are down. It's 3 versus 3, and mythiX want to close this out 4-0.
4-0 right now being set up for mythiX. Let's see if Agony can lock himself down. There's a lot of clutter here on Carbon with a lot of places to hide. That should have been a pickup right there for Agony. Was not to be. And this is going to be putting him in a bad situation because everybody will know where he is. And Battle King will drop down. I don't think there was enough communication there for Lowland Lions there for a second.
Lowland Lions' hopes all lie in the hands of Strict now. If Strict does not manage to kill Agony, that is going to be it. They will be out and into the middle bracket. Agony needs to go big here for mythiX to get this 4-0 victory, but the pressure is on for Strict.
Absolutely.
It's all going to come down to this kill as to whether Lowland Lions go into the middle bracket.
Strict camping out in the high grass.
He's just going to lay there. He's chosen his bomb site and he's
and
chosen
he sees
well.
the first, picks it up.
There we go. 50-50 once again, A or B. He chooses A. Good decision. And manages to take out Agony. So keeping his team in this game. Don't rule them out yet.
Agony unleashed.
Here we go. They could be on their 4 consecutive wins here. And that would take it to the final map if they do manage to do that. So let's switch over and see what they can do if mythiX are able to close this out. Let's get on board with Agony. We've been covering him quite a lot today. I mean, he's 4-1 at the moment, so quadruple positive, if you like, for Search and Destroy. Reverting back to this position, I think he did spot someone. I think I can see someone up there.
Oh, cheeky.
Only just. And that is a really strong position, and one I didn't actually know about, if I'm being completely honest.
Especially considering I know how small the screens are they're looking at. He must have literally been glued to with his face against the screen to notice that pixel.
Yeah, hard to spot, but a really good kill from Agony, taking his score to 5-1 on this Search and Destroy, so playing extremely strong.
Wait a minute. Knifer is donutting.
And that is, and so is DNA. Wow. Battle King and Strict are having to do all the work on the Lowland Lions side. Well,
I don't see it happening.
It's only half a team at the moment.
I saw, yeah, absolutely. They're just along for the ride. The third wheel, so to speak.
Here we go with Agony around that B-bomb now. Needs to be careful. He's leaving himself a little bit exposed at the moment, but he's reverted back to his original position down this right-hand side, but just chosen a different corner to wait. Going to switch over, see what's going on with Carnage as he tries to flank round on the complete opposite side. It's 3 versus 2 and things are looking really good for mythiX here as Diablo picks up DNA. It's going to be up to Battle King to 1 versus 3 this. He's playing the best for Lowland Lions, so anything is possible.
3-1, 1 minute to go here in this lineup. Diablo still looking. Can he find himself that pick? Because he's got 44 seconds to go. And this, like I said, this is why I do not like the new refresh S&D. So much time.
Yeah.
So much time.
And it is slowly running out, though, and things aren't looking good. Lowland Lion player has been spotted. Bullets exchanged. Agony picks up that kill, taking his overall score to 6-1 in this Search and Destroy. mythiX are going to take it, 3-1.
mythiX taking it 3-1, sending Lowland Lions back towards the lower bracket into Hades. You go. You Dutch people.
Really strong from the French, though, once again.
Yes, absolutely. Looking to knock down Lowland Lions, the favorites for this tournament, in towards that lower bracket. Astounding play. Still not going to go for mythiX as the winners of this tournament. I'm still going to go for Apex.
I think a few people might be getting behind mythiX now. I mean, they've proven themselves. I think they've been on the stream 3 times, is it?
2.
Oh, 2 times. 2 times so far, but both times been extremely strong. The first game was going to be streamed, but we had a few problems getting it up against Imperial.
Yeah, you have a problem. Lots of issues getting it up, don't you?
Should we close this off?
Oh yes, we'll be right back with you here on the stream from Reflex GT. My name is Acepec, and this is Rel. I've been trolling him all day. We'll be right back with you.